So I had to build more Zerglings. It's so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So now everything's getting into position. I have because I'm not able to micro write. Have these guys a little further back to kind of like give myself an extra
few minutes of leeway. And this is all we're all being very aware of each other's positioning. Like he knows where I am. I know where all of his stuff is. It's not about surprising each other from a weird angle. It's about really just figuring out what if there's a cost efficient solution to the stalkers and 4 Colossus.
I want to get a coupon for killing Protoss. 20% off.
Yeah. I want a Zerg burger.
Zerger.
A Zerger.
That'd be cool.
A Zerg burger. So you're a vegetarian, but would you eat a Zerger? Zerg burger?
I'd eat a Zerg smoothie.
Okay,
I love smoothie.
that's fair enough.
Yeah. Every day at work, in the city,
I wonder
smoothie.
in the universe of StarCraft what creep tastes like, actually. Like if some stupid Terran on some planet once like dipped his finger in the creep and tasted it.
Probably like yeast infection. And again, this is like messing up the micro.
Yeah, he did not.
All my infestors didn't come. All my corruptors didn't come, but still, I have a lot of infestors.
There's a lot of good neural parasites.
Parasiting, so I feel like it makes up for it a little bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't really, because you had the Colossus taken over for like a good portion of that battle.
Yeah.
And then killed them shortly after. I think you might have even done more damage to me with my Colossus in that battle than I did to you, really.
Yeah.
In terms of raw numerical damage done.
Yeah.
And now his corruptors should have been there to begin with come in. But still, I mean, really, it's pretty dramatic. I mean, like...
And again, sorry for all that of this terrible micro. Again, it was our equipment.
Yeah, but I mean, still, regardless of all that, it's pretty dramatic how much supply is left for me, for Protoss.
So I think it's 39 for me.
To
96.
So that's a lot of supply left over. That's like almost the entire. That's almost my whole army. What were we up to? 160 supply there, I think.
Yeah. We're going 160 supply experiments against each other.
Yeah.
Again, to keep that realism factor of.
So that's that's a little bit more than half of my army was left at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ridiculous. It's not cost.
And all I really forgot was I think 4 corruptors.
Which honestly, I don't think that's such a big deal because you had my Colossus.
Yeah, I had so much neuroparasited, and your micro was crap because you weren't targeting the infestors, so it kind of evens out. Yeah. I know it's a little bit theory crafting, sorry, but both of our muck ups, I feel like kind of.
I think like at this point also we're talking in the same room about how we're just almost attack moving now deliberately because we want to find what the cost efficient solution is with very little micro involved.
Yeah.
And if there even is a cost-efficient solution for Zerg with very little micro involved.
Yeah, well, there's always going to be micro involved when there's Colossi.
Right,
but yeah, if there's one simple way, and so now here,
our idea was that we wanted like if there's a cost-efficient solution for Zerg, then micro should augment that. Like, my idea was like there should be a cost-efficient solution for Zerg, and then the micro should either allow the Protoss to eke through or augment the Zerg's position. It shouldn't be dependent on the micro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and but what we're going for at this point, we got a little bit off topic. Not off topic, but
no.
we strayed into the other aspect of the Protoss Ball. Right. So one of the things that we have been experimenting a bit with in games against each other.
This isn't the actual battle.
Yeah, this is a little mess up.
Error.
Is roaches versus stalkers. There was a post on Team Liquid recently talking about how at first stalkers own roaches.
Yeah.
But as the upgrades go and as you go up the upgrade path, how because Zerg gets more bonus to their upgrades with roaches than stalkers get to their upgrades, how that starts to swing in the Protoss favor. And when I read that, I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too.
And then I tried it in a game against Negative, which she was kind of winning on anyways, and it was such bullshit.
Yeah.
But you were saying, well, I was winning anyways, and I had the Colossus in there, and so you don't realize it. But in my head, I was like, no, that's fucking bullshit.
In the textbook, this is the reason why. There's 2 main reasons why supposedly this works. You can play. And one is that the Zerg gets, I think, roaches get, I think, what is it, like +2 damage for each upgrade?
I don't know how the modifiers work exactly.
I think roaches get more than 1 damage per upgrade, while stalkers only get 1 damage per upgrade. But additionally to that, Roach's entire life benefits from their armor, whereas for Stalkers, the shields don't benefit for their armor upgrade. Only their life does. So really, at the end of the day, once you're 3/3, supposedly, Roaches do much more damage from their upgrades to Stalkers than
Stalkers do in the
the
reverse.
Roaches. And this was the first example of us testing without upgrades at all.
Yeah.
So I was left with, what, 116 supply. So
And there was some, there was some a little bit of my roaches stuck behind and couldn't get hits, and there were your stalkers were stuck behind and couldn't get hits. So it was pretty even. So now we're racing up the upgrade path to be like, okay, well, I wonder if at
If
full
it's true.
full
If it's
upgrades,
true.
if it's true,
Could it be true?
Because at that point, if roaches can overtake the stalkers, roaches also do pretty okay against the colossus.
Right, they don't take as much damage to the Colossus
So
as,
maybe
like, say, Hydras.
So maybe that could be the solution.
Right.
And so we go through this entire chain, which takes,
Quite a
obviously
while,
quite a
actually.
while
We
to
can talk
get
about
full
other
upgrades.
stuff now.
Like what? You want to talk about? You've been watching good shows.
I just finished watching all of season 3 of True Blood. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show.
It's cool. The only show I watch is Twin Peaks over and over.
Yeah. I haven't
It's
watched
really
it yet.
good
I should
too.
probably watch it eventually.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
really
True Blood is
good.
pretty good. I'm pretty stoked for season 3 next year.
You're stoked to be a vampire fag.
No, it's not just about vampires, dude. It's
Uh-huh.
about other stuff too.
It's about life.
No, it's a really
Struggle.
good show. It's a good show, man. Don't bash it till you
I'm
try.
trying not to. All right, so we also get the speed upgrades. We get full upgrades on the roaches, full armor, full penile attachment, and the amazing amounts of creep from one queen. One queen on full energy gives so much creep off. It's crazy. You can just like be making tumors like I don't know.
So basically what we're testing here is we're trying to do
Like
the
fat lawyers make shits in the public bathroom.
yeah. That's basically what queens are. Fat Zerg lawyers.
Oh my god, you know what's really so weird? And I don't mean to get off topic. When you're playing in the game, this wasn't possible. Remember? Like I couldn't get creep
You were saying
over.
that, but you know what? I think that's just because of the graphic settings you must have had on your laptop.
Oh really?
Because I saw it covered. in
Oh,
my
I
game.
couldn't. In my laptop, the creep would not cover this middle circle, but on my computer it does. Never mind.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat, pretty interesting thing.
When you're like when you use, I don't know, when you worked at your last job,
Yeah.
when you use the bathroom and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do I flush? Yeah.
No,
every time.
when people would come in, like I wear these bright blue shoes,
People would look under to see. my
and so
shoes.
like the first thing I think of when someone walks in the bathroom is like, they automatically know I'm in the crapper.
Yeah.
Because they see, oh, there's Dean's shoes.
Yeah. So you know what you should just do then? Just start talking to them right away. So you diffuse the situation automatically.
Or I should take my shoes off.
Yeah, just-
and there's some guy that takes his shoes off every time he
Just
cracks.
take the barefoot. You know what you should know? You should take your shoes off and then put the blue shoes in front of your feet. So
Yeah,
they know
man.
it's you, but they also think you're the guy who wears barefoot in the bathroom.
Yeah. All right. So we're about to do the full surround,
Full upgrade, 3
full
free
upgrade,
roaches for stalkers.
being like, and I'm all excited right here, being like,
Guns goes like, no way. It's
like
not
no
gonna
way, it's
work.
bullshit. I know it's bullshit, and you're like, I don't know, man.
Let's just say.
That Team Liquid, people who post Team Liquid kind of know what they're talking about.
Team Liquid must know everything that they're talking about.
Everything.
If you have any questions about StarCraft, you obviously got to ask Team Liquid.
Yeah.
They must know everything about Stalker upgrades and Roach upgrades.
And so we're getting some kind of preparing for some kind of surround here.
Oh no, we decided that I was going to move down here so that way you could get a
Get a
better
full
surround,
surround, yeah.
and that you wouldn't be in the choke point of the Lost Temple.
Yeah. So we're giving the ideal situation for these roaches right now.
Yeah. The only thing I think I don't even know a better situation, honestly. If the Stalkers were spread out, I guess. I don't know.
No, not even, because then
If the Roaches were at an arc at the bottom of the ramp and the Stalkers were coming up the ramp, I think that could probably be better. But, whatever.
yeah. Well, still, the roaches get a full surround. Pretty much takes them a little bit. At some points, have to get a little bit in there. There's
But whatever.
Some hitting, but all your middle guys aren't getting shots off either.
Yeah,
so.
no one in the
But now it's
center
pretty much a
shots.
full surround.
Yeah.
160 versus 160, and
So clearly it looks right away definitely closer than last time. I mean, the first time it was murder. And I think at one point I actually said, wow, dude, you're going to win this battle.
and I was like, no.
Yeah. In reality, it's super close, I feel like. Much closer than last time when I had 160 in supply left, but I still have 62 supply.
62 to 37.
So you killed basically the difference in upgrades did account for something. I mean, you killed what? 50 more supply of my stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's so the post that we read is a little bit viable once you bring Hydralists in, because
Yeah.
Hydralists obviously rape Stalkers. You know, so if it was like mostly Roaches and Hydras, that could also be a menacing counter to Stalker Colossus to a degree, because the the Roaches absorb a little bit more damage.
Yeah, but I think the point we made when after we did this was like, I think I said if I had four Colossus in there, you would have been raped.
Yeah, because as good as Roaches are, they still fall.
They still do die
Yeah.
with the splash damage of the Colossus. And I think that you're on a weird line there with if you're adding. Here we decide to test Hydras. When you add Hydras or don't add Hydras to the Roach army, like the more Hydras you add, the better you do against the Stalkers, but the worse you do against the Colossus.
Yeah, it's a strange, strange glass
house
house
made of cards
Yeah. So
in the wind on a slushy foundation.
Oh God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there.
No, it sounds awful. All right, so we go into this knowing pretty much what's going to happen, but we're just like, you know what? Let's keep experimenting.
This is really bad position for the Stalkers, obviously. The Hydras are doing so much damage to them. But we already had an idea in our head that Hydras would beat the Stalkers straight up. I thought maybe the Stalkers would do a little bit better. And actually, I think we test this one more time.
Yeah, we do. Just in a straight up, like, wall.
Two lines versus two lines.
Wall.
Wall to wall, right. And the Stalkers do a little bit better, I think. Or maybe they don't, I don't remember. But yeah. Basically, right now, we're just testing all the different types of units. But pretty soon, guys, this is going to be amazing.
We're getting to a conclusion.
We're going to come to a conclusion.
Okay, so yeah, the walls are forming. The walls of units.
Yeah.
Protoss versus Zerg. Exciting.
It's really exciting. I wonder who's going to win this
I don't
battle.
know.
It's like the 10th Max Army battle.
Yeah.
It's like we should call this amateur hour Max Army battle.
That's nice. I like that.
So I use some blink to get a good arc here. I'm actually microing much more than Vince Mo's here, getting as much of a spread as I can. But even still with this, can you see the supplies yet or no? It's 107 to 108. It's pretty close, actually.
Actually,
this was
who won? I forgot.
I don't even remember. This looks really close, much closer than I remember. Wow.
680 to 77. It's still pretty even.
It's really close, actually.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna. It looks like now you're eking ahead a little bit here.
61 to 56. Yeah, slowly getting ahead now as the arc kind of closes in better.
Yeah. Wow, though that was much closer than I remembered. But yeah, still really close. But the Hydras win. But I think after this we were all saying like, yeah, if there was one Colossus.
Yeah, one Colossus, it would be like disgusting.
So at this point we were like really getting, we were like I was starting to get a little. Like, I was sure, I thought maybe, like, definitely the Roaches would have done it. Maybe Roach Zergling would have done well. But then I was thinking, with Colossuses, no, Roach Zergling wouldn't do well. And so I'm really starting to think here, I'm getting depressed of what does Zerg have that is cost efficient against Stalker Colossus? So, do you want to talk about this or no?
Yeah, and so this, okay, so I have a long running Puron hatred relationship with Ultralists. I kind of look at them as you know, my father, who would just wake me up when I was 4 years old and hit me and say, "You're a loser and I'm drunk, and if you don't buy me beer, you suck." And then he would hit me every day, and he still comes over my apartment, he hits me. That's not true, my dad's really cool. But